Born in 1856, Tesla was obsessed with electricity from a young age. Even as a child, he was fascinated by the mysteries of the natural world. Tesla saw the potential for electricity to change the world. He believed it could revolutionize the way we live and work. He envisioned a future where energy flowed freely, wirelessly, available to everyone. A world where power was limitless and accessible. Now that's a dream worth getting your hands dirty for. Imagine the possibilities if Tesla's dreams had come true. But Tesla wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. His life was filled with challenges and controversies. He was a complex dude, prone to eccentricity and plagued by rivals who wanted to steal his thunder. His rivalry with Thomas Edison is legendary. See, Tesla wasn't just about inventing cool gadgets. He was a visionary, a pioneer in the truest sense. He was challenging the status quo, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. His work laid the foundation for many modern technologies. And that, my friends, is where things start to get really interesting. Tesla's ideas were so advanced, they often seemed like science fiction, because some of Tesla's inventions were so revolutionary, so far ahead of their time, that they disappeared into the shadows of history. They were too radical for their era. Vanished, poof, gone, like they never existed. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to go down a rabbit hole of intrigue, conspiracy, and maybe even a little bit of madness. The story of Nikola Tesla is one wild ride. All right, let's talk shop. Tesla had some seriously wild ideas bouncing around in that brain of his. We're talking inventions that sound like they're straight out of a science fiction movie. The kind of stuff that would make even the most imaginative minds pause and wonder. Take the death ray, for example. Yeah, you heard that right. A weapon so powerful it could bring down planes from miles away, altering the course of warfare forever. Now, whether Tesla actually built this thing is still up for debate. Some say it was real, others claim it's just a bunch of hype, a myth that grew over time. But just the thought of a weapon that destructive is enough to make you sweat a little, right? Then there's the earthquake machine. This doohickey was supposedly a mechanical oscillator that could shake buildings to the ground, causing chaos and panic. Legend has it that Tesla himself tested a smaller version of this thing in his Manhattan lab, nearly bringing the whole block down around him. Now, I'm no scientist, but that sounds like a recipe for disaster. But hey, who am I to judge? The man was a genius after all, and don't even get me started on his ideas for wireless power. Tesla believed he could transmit electricity through the air without the need for wires, a revolutionary concept at the time. Imagine a world where you could charge your phone just by standing near a power source, no cables, no hassle, just pure convenience. Now I know what you're thinking. Some of this stuff sounds like pure science fiction, straight out of a fantastical novel or an old movie. And you wouldn't be alone in thinking that. There's a lot of debate about whether Tesla actually built some of these inventions or if they were just pie-in-the-sky ideas that never got off the ground. The problem is, Tesla was notoriously secretive about his work, often shrouding his projects in mystery. He rarely patented his inventions, preferring to keep his ideas locked away in his head or scribbled down in notebooks, hidden from prying eyes. And even when he did build something, it often got destroyed or dismantled. Tesla was known for smashing his own inventions to pieces, convinced that someone was trying to steal his secrets. Talk about paranoid. But can you blame him? In a world full of competition and espionage, his fears weren't entirely unfounded. The guy was light years ahead of his time, a true visionary. He knew the value of his work and the potential it held, and he wasn't about to let some corporate bigwig cash in on his genius, exploiting his groundbreaking ideas for profit. So we're left with a lot of questions and not a lot of answers, a puzzle that continues to intrigue and mystify us to this day. Let's talk about Wardenclyffe Tower for a second. This wasn't just some backyard science project. This was Tesla's magnum opus, a 187-foot-tall tower topped with a massive copper electrode. It was designed to be the first of many, a global network of towers that could transmit energy wirelessly to every corner of the globe. Imagine that. Free, unlimited energy for everyone. It sounds like a utopian dream, right? But that's exactly what Tesla envisioned. He believed that energy was a fundamental human right, and he was determined to make it accessible to everyone. Unfortunately, Tesla's dream of free energy was not meant to be. Funding for the Wardenclyffe project dried up, and the tower was eventually demolished in 1917. Whatever the reason, the Wardenclyffe Tower stands as a monument to Tesla's unrealized potential. Section 5. The mystery of Tesla's missing papers. When Tesla died in 1943, the government confiscated all of his belongings. We're talking trunks full of notes, diagrams, and prototypes. The official story is that they were worried about foreign powers getting their hands on Tesla's inventions, but some people believe there's more to the story. They say that Tesla's missing papers contain the secrets to his most closely guarded inventions, the death ray, the earthquake machine, and maybe even technologies we can't even begin to imagine. Now, I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but this is Tesla we're talking about. The man was a walking, talking enigma. Is it so hard to believe that he might have had a few more tricks up his sleeve? Section 6. The FBI and Tesla's legacy. The FBI's interest in Tesla's work only adds fuel to the conspiracy fire. Declassified FBI files show that they were keeping tabs on Tesla for years, monitoring his movements and intercepting his mail. They even investigated him as a potential security threat during World War II. Now, why would the FBI be so interested in an eccentric inventor, unless they thought he had something valuable, something dangerous? Some researchers claim that the FBI used Tesla's ideas to develop their own secret weapons programs. Is it possible that the government has been using Tesla's inventions for their own purposes all along, keeping his most groundbreaking discoveries hidden from the public? Section 7. Tesla's impact on modern technology. Conspiracy theories aside, there's no denying Tesla's impact on modern technology. The man was a visionary, a true pioneer who laid the groundwork for many of the technologies we take for granted today. His inventions and ideas can be seen everywhere, from the alternating current that powers our homes to the radio waves that carry our favorite tunes. Tesla's work on alternating current, or AC, is perhaps his most significant contribution to the modern world. At the time, Thomas Edison was pushing for the adoption of direct current, or DC, as the standard for electrical power. But Tesla believed that AC was superior, and he was right. AC is more efficient to transmit over long distances, and it's easier to convert to different voltages. Today, AC is the standard for electrical power grids worldwide. Thanks, Tesla. Section 8. The Cult of Tesla: Genius or Madman. Tesla's life was a study in contrasts. He was a brilliant inventor, yet he died penniless and alone. He was celebrated for his genius, yet he was also ridiculed for his eccentricities. He was a showman who loved to dazzle audiences with his inventions, yet he was also a recluse who spent years holed up in his lab, working tirelessly on his next big idea. This duality has only added to Tesla's mystique over the years. He's become a cult figure, embraced by everyone from tech geeks to conspiracy theorists. There's something about Tesla that captures the imagination, that speaks to our desire to believe in the power of human ingenuity. But it's important to remember that Tesla was a real person, with flaws and contradictions like the rest of us. Section 9. Separating Fact from Fiction, the Challenge of Tesla's Legacy. So, what's the truth about Nikola Tesla? Was he a misunderstood genius, a victim of his own time? Or was he a delusional madman, whose inventions were more hype than reality? The truth, as always, is probably somewhere in between. Tesla was undoubtedly a brilliant mind, a visionary who saw the potential of electricity to transform the world. But he was also a product of his time, a man whose work was often shrouded in secrecy and paranoia. Separating fact from fiction when it comes to Tesla is a challenge, to say the least. The stories surrounding his life and work are often exaggerated, embellished, and sometimes outright fabricated. Section 10. The Enduring Mystery of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla's life and work continue to fascinate and inspire us, even decades after his death. He was a man of contradictions, a brilliant inventor who was also prone to eccentricity and paranoia. His inventions were groundbreaking, some bordering on the unbelievable, and his ideas continue to shape our world today. Tesla was a showman, a visionary, and a bit of a mad scientist all rolled into one. Section 11. Tesla's Legacy: A Call to Innovation. So, what can we learn from Nikola Tesla? I think his story is a reminder that progress often comes from those who dare to be different, who are willing to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what's considered possible. Tesla wasn't afraid to dream big, even if it meant being ridiculed or misunderstood. He followed his own path, driven by a relentless curiosity and a desire to make the world a better place. And while not all of his ideas came to fruition, his legacy continues to inspire innovators and dreamers around the world. Tesla's story is a call to action, a reminder that we all have the potential to make a difference in the world.